because having survived, I felt that I owe something to the dead, and anyone who does not remember betrays them again. This is just one significant quote from the very admirable man who went through a horrible yet memorable concentration camp in Auschwitz, Germany, Elie Wiesel. He has devoted his life to ensuring that everyone is fully aware of the events that took place during the Holocaust. The Holocaust was a mass killing of 6 million Jews. The world waited a while, too long, to finally step in and intervene and stop Germany from trying to take over the world. Elie Wiesel has used his personal testimony as a tool to create awareness about genocidal homicide, or any injustice which goes unnoticed. Elie Wiesel's beliefs about awareness of genocidal homicide can be divided into 3 major areas. They are how the world is responding, how the world isn't responding in the right ways, and how he himself has used his experience of surviving a mass killing camp to create awareness. Elie Wiesel's ideas support that the world should learn from the Holocaust, and they should learn about indifference and why they shouldn't respond to it. Indifference generally means no difference. It also means when white and black begin to create gray areas. First, we have to recognize when there's a situation, and then we must respond properly. This includes not turning a blind eye. We must help those. We have to fight it. We can't give in. Elie Wiesel also explains how indifference always has negative endings, or no endings at all. It always, always benefits the criminal and always only harms the victim. How can we not offer humanity? How can we even ignore these poor victims? Elie Wiesel's testimony prevents crises like the Holocaust in the world from ever happening again. His writing and speaking skills, which have been applauded very, very much, are used to his benefit to create awareness of this, with the publication of 57 books, collections of essays, short stories, and autobiographies. He is known as a spiritual archivist of the Holocaust because he's a well-known speaker, and he's made sure that people are fully aware of what happened and that these fallen victims are forever remembered. Elie Wiesel's ideas explain madness, such as moral madness. He says that moral madness is what produced the outcomes of the Holocaust ultimately. Moral madness in specific is where society loses their spiritual values, where hate and indifference become the norm in society, and a society where their conscience is asleep. People must stand out against it and rise up. Those whose conscience is fully awake, they must stand up. Elie Wiesel believes that the world can in fact stop genocidal homicide, or any other injustice, for that matter, from happening in these 3 steps. The first step is we must remember these victims and the mistakes made from the Holocaust. These victims are remembered in museums around the world, and we must understand that indifference should not even be an option. It shouldn't even be a choice. The second step is that nations should be aware of current events or foreign affairs in any way. This can easily be done via internet, television, the radio, or even politics, because being aware can prevent these injustices, such as the Holocaust, from being secretive or covert. The third step is that we cannot respond by being indifferent or turning a blind eye. We mustn't even look at this as an option. We must take actions and get victims out of harm's way. And then after this, we have to help victims recover both physically, emotionally, and psychologically. The Holocaust is widely known around the world, much of it due to Elie Wiesel. His beliefs and ideas of creating awareness are in effect, as seen in 1999, when President Clinton intervened in Kosovo, where innocent young lives, children, were being victimized. His way of creating awareness of genocidal homicide or any other injustice is remarkable. He will never be satisfied as long as he knows that the world is suffering due to hatred and indifference. Though he went through much suffering and pain, he has used it to ensure that the world will strive to be a better place, or that he will strive to help it be a better place. I'll leave you with one of his greatest quotes. "I swore never to be silent whenever and wherever human beings endure suffering and humiliation. We must always take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the oppressed. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented.